5 rows of flowers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I have the top where I did my beginning of my neck, or the top of the top area. Now at the front I have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 flower petals, and I use my pins to mark where my sleeve, the front and the back of my top will be. So there's 7 flower petals in between, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 flowers on the side where the sleeves are, and I will be making 27 chains in between where the sleeves are to extend the top. At the back of the top, you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flower petals. So I use my pin as markers just so I'll know exactly where to add my stitch and where my sleeve and the front and back of my top should be. Now what I'm gonna do is I will be going ahead and I'm gonna make 27 chains in between this pin and this pin, and so I will make 27 chains starting here, and I'm gonna join it here where my armpit area will be. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin. So I made 27 chains. Now I'm gonna join it on my opposite side, and I want to make sure I have this in the 3rd stitch. So I'm gonna join it here, and now I'm gonna just cut the yarn so I can go over to the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make 5 chains, and I'm gonna go in my stitch here, and you're pretty much continuing your flowers the same way that you were doing them previously. Okay, so we're just gonna continue the same stitch, and then when I get to the 27th chains that I did, I'll show you what to do next. Actually, I'm going in my 3rd stitch. See, and you're just continuing with your flowers. Like this. Okay, and then you're gonna skip 1, 2, and going to your 3rd stitch here, and pull everything through, and then 2 chains, and you're gonna go back in this stitch, and you're making 3 chains. So you're just creating your flower petal over on this side, and then skip 1, 2, go into your 3rd stitch, and 1, 2, go into your 3rd stitch. I really have to buy myself a ring light because this one keeps flickering because it fell, so I need to get me one. So we're gonna pull everything onto our needle, and 3 chains, go back in your stitch, and now we're gonna skip 1, 2, and we're going in our 3rd stitch, and we're gonna pull everything through on our needle, and 2 chains, and we're gonna go in this stitch. So as you can see, we're reforming our flower petals. Okay, so I'm gonna do the last set of flower petals under the arm, and you get the picture. I know this is gonna be a long video, and most people don't like long videos, but sometimes that's what it takes in order for you to see exactly how stuff is done. So be patient, people. You can skip the parts that you don't want, but at least I'm showing you what you need to see. So I'm just gonna go in here, and I'm gonna pull everything onto my needle, and 3 chains, and we're going in here with 3 double crochets, actually 3 chains and 2 double crochets. And now we're gonna go over into this stitch over here with 3 double crochets, and over in this stitch over here with 3 double crochets. Pull everything on your needle, okay, and now we're gonna go in this stitch, and 2 chains and a double crochet. So as you can see, this is the sleeve. We're starting to form the sleeve part, and we're gonna have enough room on our top to fit around our waist. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna continue, and you should too, so at least you see how to do the sleeves. Okay, so now we're on to sleeve number 2. So I'm just gonna go in this stitch, and 2 chains. I'm gonna go back in the same stitch, so it's very repetitive. You're just doing the same thing that you did with the previous sleeve. So we have this. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, and we're going in our 3rd stitch, and we're gonna make 3 double crochets, and we're skipping again 1, 2, we're going in our 3rd stitch, and another 3 double crochets, and we're gonna pull everything onto our needle. Okay, now we're gonna go 1, 2, and we're going into our 3rd stitch, and 2 chains and 2 double crochets, 3 chains, and 2 double crochets. Now we're skipping 1, 2, and we're going into our third stitch with 3 double crochets, and we're skipping 1, 2 in our third chain again with 3 double crochets. Now you're gonna pull everything onto your needle and 3 chains, go back in your stitch, and we're gonna go 1, 2 and go in our third stitch, and we're gonna pull everything onto our needle, and now 2 chains, go back in the same stitch with a double crochet, make 3 chains, go in the top of your stitch, and you are making 2 double crochets, skip 2, go into your third stitch, and you're doing the same thing, 3 double crochets, skip 2, and go in your last stitch. Okay, now we're going to pull everything onto our needle, and we're doing 3 chains and go back in your stitch with 2 double crochets, and we're going to go in our last stitch. We're going into chain number 3, and we're going to pull everything onto our needle so you have something that looks like this. Now I'm gonna hack my way over in the middle of this stitch, and then I'm gonna make a total of 5 chains. I'm gonna go in this stitch. So as you can see, this is repetitive, it's just the flowers. You just have to know how to crochet the flowers, and you should know by now because I've been repeating it a lot. Okay, so you should have 6 rows of flower from the top, and then at the bottom you should have 8 rows of flowers. And there is gonna be a part 3 because I need to finish the top and I need to finish the sleeve, and then we'll be done. So stay tuned for part 3. Keep watching.